aspiring candidates?
No, the campaign so far so good. We haven't encountered. Can I remove this so
yes.
that at least I
yes,
speak properly?
yes,
Because
yes,
you know,
yes,
yeah, you know this COVID, you have to be very careful. What I'm saying is that so far so good. We are doing fine on the ground, though it's a bit expensive. Though it is good because you know if you have good rallies, you just invite people once and for all. You explain to them and they go. But you know, following them door to door, it becomes a bit of a challenge, especially financially. However, we are doing very fine. We are okay. We can't complain. We haven't encountered any major problems. Yeah, just some unruly junks here and there trying to throw mud, but otherwise we are fine.
We've seen other political parties are not adhering to the COVID regulations. Just how best do you think the Electoral Commission of Zambia can ensure that they address these issues and bring to book those that are disregarding the regulations?
You know what I can advise the Electoral Commission of Zambia is that please, they need to be on the ground also to see. Because what I've come to discover is it's like instead of just campaigning, people now are competing to who attracts a huge crowd, you know. But at the end of the day, one thing we need to understand is that when COVID comes, you don't look at who you know which pan brand, you know which pan brand. Yes, as much as we want to compete, yeah, you want to be, because that's what I'm seeing. You find that people, you know, sometimes me I fail to understand. You find that people on social media are showing a picture of a certain maybe person or a candidate with a lot of people. Them also, they'll make sure they'll bring a lot of people just to more like to counter-react to social media, which is wrong. At the end of the day, in whose expense are we doing that? At everyone's expense. Because when COVID comes, it won't choose to say, wanaenda ku campaign, ndipo awamanje swanga tidwalike. Everyone will get sick. Then another thing is, please, ECZ, tell these people who are spreading the virus to say COVID is real. Because if we die, who is going to vote for us? So even us as candidates, we need to think about our people. That's why when we go to these compounds, what we are doing is we are making sure that we are taking my face mask, we are taking my sanitizer, and as we are campaigning, we are also educating the people on the dangers of COVID, on the dangers of not adhering to the COVID guidelines. So I hope each and every candidate could also start doing that, because makombo nyumu upeza wena wantu kurona huko wana monga ndiye popularity. What you are forgetting is that kuli COVID, sometimes zapeza COVID wamene kada kukudwalika COVID si sanka kai, then ndana zapeza palosi ndana za imirira uzapeza ka time yo imirira ifika uli mchipatala ndo okufa, then loss ili kulinda ntose tizaluza. So please, pamene tienda makombo nayi mwazimai na azibamba osati chimbwe na mwambira chape kuli candidate pipiru vitenje kutamangira kwa mene kuli COVID. Let's make sure that kalako na social distance vonse vichape bwino mulungu azatitaniza mayenga tita manga settinga mulungu iyo izavuta. So please, let's adhere to COVID guidelines. Let's make sure kuti tavala mask. Let's make sure that we are sanitizing. Let's make sure kuti we are avoiding overcrowding. Chifukwa icho ndiye chizaleta COVID.
And then your area of focus once elected as member of parliament.
The area of focus, of course, we are too much behind in terms of development in Munali, especially the compounds. You know, Munali is divided into two. There's the Mayati type and there's the compound type. My major interest most is the compound type, where we've got little development. If you go to Kalikiriki, you find that there's no school. So Kalikiriki, first thing that I want to do there, I want to make sure that they have a school. Because you can't have a big compound that has been in existence for a very long time and they don't have a school. Their children walk every day, either Mtendere or Kichibere, which is so costly looking at the economy. Then the issue of water, if Mtendere, we have to make sure that there's constant supply of water. As they say, water is life. So we have to make sure that they put water, just like PHI, just like Chainama. Because the Omunali, I think we've got a problem with water. Then Kaunda Square, the issue of sanitation. We have to make sure that sanitation is done, as well as the roads. If we come to Kamanga, we have to make sure also that they've got a constant supply of water, because Kukamanga wakarutapa jamani monga kudala japa vima communal taps. We have to make sure that wajawanga kwani se manzi yafika bwino there's a constant supply. Kuma Cheston, the issue of water is also a problem. People receive my bills and yet they don't use the water. Sometimes manzi angaende 5 days. So make sure that water problem is sorted out, because that's a major problem like in Nandi constituency. Then to Marot, like Mtendere, apart from water, Marot will make sure that at least you happy to work, because some of the roads yanaleka kupitika because mulibe ma drainage. So make sure we do the drainage so that at least the water flow yenda pino kamfolo kakuja kulasi kanikana tati maketi Mtendere na Kalikiriki, so that at least ma floods ya Sila na marodi ya Kalapo na life. Because you know, if you just make roads without doing proper drainage system, roads don't last, because you have stagnant water, and stagnant water ikankala doti itachani iteka ikateka doti, what happens mamoto kakapopita hapo yamba kupanyi. So we need to make sure that my drainage system first yankalapo. So it's a mammoth task. However, we are going to make it. We are going to manage, because we've got 5 years. So in 5 years, I think people need to see the change.
And maybe lastly, what could be your analysis in terms of the messages that presidential candidates and members of parliament, giving to their electorate?
The messages, okay, my major interest is on parliamentary. Let's tell the people what we're going to do. Let's tell ourselves without calling the other person names. Let's not insult each other, because at the end of the day, let being Zambian unify us. What I'm seeing now is like every person wants to attack somebody's personality. People are no longer interested in that. That politics is wrong gone. People want to hear what you're going to do for them. If you go there, you start saying, no, a difficulty, people are no longer interested in that. They want to tell them how you are going to bring medicine in Patala, how you are going to make my road, how you are going to do my drainages, how you are going to end joblessness, how you are going to empower women. You understand? How you are going to build schools. That's what people want to hear. Not just bickering around. No, we are not so, not so. That kind of politics is long gone. Even in Munali, that's what we are finding. You find that you pass the opposite. Instead of explaining what they are going to do for them, people are interested in what you are going to do, not concentrating on another person. So I'm urging all the candidates now, let's love one another. There is life after 12 August. Let's be brothers keeper. Let's not promote violence. Just as of today, some unknown youths attacked the boys that I work with, which is sorrow. I'll investigate. I'll find out which party they belong to. Then I'll be able to give a statement. But let's love one another. Above all, let's make sure there is COVID. This is not a competition for who pulls a bigger crowd more. COVID is real. It kills. As we are campaigning, as we are selling ourselves, let's tell the people to mask up. Let's tell the people to sanitize. Let's promote social distance. Whether people, even when 1 million people follow you behind, if they don't vote, then who is going to vote for you? So let's protect our people by telling them and spreading the news and the guidelines of COVID. Thank you.